Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back! After such a long hiatus that I think was 2 weeks off, then 1 week on, and then 2 weeks off again. We're finally back because I actually feel like I have enough time in the day to do this kind of thing again. And as the, Hello, good to see you. Good to see you here so quickly. Before I even get the actual game up and running, not the actual game, but the actual Clip Studio Paint up and running. Good to see you, and thanks for stopping by. But either way, this time around I have a special announcement that the title of this stream invariably spoiled already, and that would have to be this, right here. Everything is invisible. Where the crud did Spotify and the chat go. Ah man, okay, Spotify seems to have exploded on itself, and the chat is nowhere. There it is, that's the chat. Okay. Spotify not being there kind of spoils a bit of the illusion, but here it is. This is what I've been working on for, I think, the past exactly about a week now. And it would look even better if Spotify decides to attend today, but we can't always get what we want, and Spotify does not always like to behave. When I saw that you were about to stream, I immediately tapped the notification. Thank you, and welcome back, Glitchy. Good to see you here again. Excuse me for 1 second as I try to figure out how to get Spotify back. Looks a little bit awkward seeing my Felix Schellberg looking avatar without any legs. I wonder if he even remembers that meme. Alright, tell you what. Until we get Spotify back, I'm just gonna have that there, and then the chat is gonna just go down a little bit more. And the chat is also gonna be updated, first of all. There we go. Alright, there we go. We are finally ready. And thankfully this time around I had plenty of time to actually draw out what we're going to be drawing out. And today what we're going to be doing is just working on this for today. You might not recognize them at first, but these are characters from the Shantae series, including Shantae herself, just in a slightly different outfit. And also Risky, who's also in a slightly different outfit. An outfit that kind of caught me off guard until I realized that they were actually official outfits, endorsed by Mr. Boson himself, or Boson, however you say his name. I actually prefer this new VTuber thing. I'm glad you like it better, because honestly, the old VTuber, the old V-Word Studio model, it was getting a bit, I guess you could say, just outdated. Outdated regarding my how my, I guess, mascot persona in regards to the direction that this character has gone. And in case we need a reminder of what he used to look like, there's always this little guy down here. I should make a Fumo version of my current avatar though. I think that'd be fun. Alright, first things first. This is actually, it's almost ready to be colored and everything. I just need to work on some of the lines. Especially on these here, which I think I'm just gonna straight up redraw. Or reline. Because I had to draw these really small to actually get the hands looking right. And then I just made them bigger in a crude way. So now they look all super low resolution, all that. I thought I had the pen tablet show up because I had a whole hand, persona hand, drawn for the guy on the bottom right, but it doesn't seem to be showing up for some reason. It used to show up, but I guess just not anymore. There we go. Okay, that's how I do it. More friendly than the other one. I'm a bit curious what was, well, I'm sure you're not saying that the last one was unfriendly. But this one's a lot more jovial, a lot more boingus, I guess you could say. Meanwhile, the other one just continued to stare into your soul whenever I didn't have the camera up and running. That's another nice thing about this, is that I don't need to worry about having a camera. I can just set this up and then go. Besides the new PNGtuber model, of course, I will say that everything else is largely just unchanged from last time we, or at least it's going to be mostly unchanged. Until I actually get a full-on vtuber avatar, that's when I think I'm gonna try getting back into playing games and stuff. And I have one in mind that I surely have brought up many times before, and that's XCOM 2. I have a campaign lined up that I want to try. Featuring now even more character pool soldiers of friends and characters from games and acquaintances alike. But once I have an actual VTuber model, I think that's when I'm gonna jump on that. And I have no idea when that's gonna be exactly. Reminds me when the KDE mascot was too realistic, it looked kind of creepy. I'm not sure, I don't recognize the KDE acronym. My brain instantly thought of KND, which is Kids Next Door. If any of us are old enough to remember that. I'd also want to say something, just general good life advice, and that's remember to take a prolonged break from every now and then. There's a reason why There's a reason why we had such long breaks when we were still in school and why they felt so good. When you become a boring, millennial, gray, old adult, you hardly get any of those anymore. So it's pretty easy to become jaded with a lot of things. But after deciding to just take this entire week off of work, I'm remembering that being alive is kind of cool. So just remember to take a break every now and then. One look more friendly and happy. I hope I can say the same about my plans to get that vtuber model. Still not familiar with the what KDE stands for. If I had known that then this would make a lot more sense. kids might like it, but to us teens and adults, it's kind of a fever dream. I feel like the same can be said about a lot of things, especially things that we ended up growing up. What the crud? Saving recovery information. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, so I'm saving this right now in case something explodes. But as I was saying, I feel like I feel like we can say the same about a lot of things that we grew up with. First thing that comes to mind for me in regards to this generation at least is a certain meme that originated from Gary's mod. I'm sure you know what it means, and I'm sure you know what I mean, and I dare not speak its name. But then to quote a certain other streamer that goes by the name Vargskalathor the Joel of the Vinesauce crew, were we really any better, honestly? Then again, of course, that was when he was playing in the middle of, I think, a stream where he was playing a bunch of old Newgrounds style games. See, hang on just 1 second. There we go. Now we're good. I feel like half of the stream is just going to be me straightening out these lines. Then I'm going to get to the coloring, and then maybe just a little bit of the shading, and then that's probably going to be a wrap for the day. That's just my assumption, though. I have no idea what's actually going to happen. Yesterday was a bumpy ride for me, especially because I had someone help me preserve an old app to the Internet Archive. Good to know that that place is still going strong. I remember it was a couple years ago when I first discovered that people could just straight up upload ISO files on there. So full-on CDs of really old games that I used to play are all on there. So that was a fun discovery. So good on you for preserving old media like that. Hello. Hello, Tasmia Hussein. Welcome in. Good to see you. Fred. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. There we go. Looks just a little bit cleaner. The app we were preserving to the Wayback Machine wasn't created by Alan Becker, rather it was helped by Alan Becker. That name sounds familiar, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Called stick texting and allowed users to send gifts that were presumably drawn by Alan Becker of stick figures doing different things. It was the emoji killer, and the app cost 99 cents. That is profoundingly specific. To have an app that costs money to make something like that. Honestly, this is pretty much ready to go at this point. Ready to go for coloring, I mean. Please don't explode. I was just trying to make a new layer. There we go. People hated emojis back in the day. That, yeah, that part is, true enough. The only reason why we were able to preserve it is because it was still going available in the Amazon Fire App Store and Google Play version of the app. Blah, 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 blah. Wow. People hated emojis back then, and now look at places like Discord and even YouTube, and even certain streamers as well. Everyone has their own custom personal emojis now, which I guess you can't really call them emojis anymore because they're not they aren't corporate made, I guess you could say. At that point, they just become your own personal emoticons, I guess. I know that there's a quicker way to do this than just using the paint bucket tool for everything. And I'm pretty sure that comes in the form of the lasso tool, but that's not exactly something that I've actually experimented much with yet. take a quick moment just to see if I can get Spotify up and running on the screen again. Because I'm sure at least some might want to know what exactly we're listening to. Whoops. Probably just broke a bit of the illusion there, but oh well. Unless Spotify just doesn't want to show up in OBS at all, for whatever reason, then I guess that's fine too. There we go. Okay, I guess I just had to... I had to minimize... I had to not full screen Spotify in order for it to show up. Craziest part, my friend actually brought the apps just so that we can archive it. Well, one way or another, you're doing your part. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are good to go. And so is Spotify, thankfully. Speaking of doing your part, I feel like Helldivers 2 would be another fun game to stream again someday. Because I have done it on the channel before, but I should probably try it out sometime again. Especially since I've played it quite extensively since the last time I both made several videos on the channel about it, and also since I actually streamed it on the channel, which was a long time ago. You plan on adding emojis to YouTube streams? Maybe. I have actually already, I've drawn a few out to use in Discord already. So if I'm able to, I might just import those over to YouTube. I don't know if that's gonna cost anybody money or anything though. It's the only thing. Isn't your Discord friends only or whatever? I'm not exactly sure what is meant by that. I don't have my own personal public Discord server or anything like that. But if I did, then I would put all of the emotes that I made in there. Oh crud, that was... Okay, I hate it when I do that. Yeah, none of that was on the right layer. Crud. Hello and welcome, Mr. Garuga. Good to see you. And welcome in for the first time. Are there any rules I need to follow? Just don't be a dingus or a jerk, and I won't have to do anything drastic. Haven't really had to answer that question before, because everyone who comes in here is usually just decent. Which is exactly how I like it. And thanks for stopping in, by the way. Also, can I ask why your drawing is particularly streaking? If that is a slang word, then I don't understand. Excuse me as I open up an incognito tab to ask Google a stupid question. A possibly stupid question, hang on. Okay. Okay, I see. Got it. Okay. I haven't heard of that word being used in that definition before. But reason why that is because this piece is based off of characters from the Shantae series, and is also based off of this piece of official artwork by them. That honestly took me back a little bit. And then I saw that this was officially endorsed by Mr. Boson, or Boson, or however you say his name. This was officially endorsed by the creator of these characters himself. So, kind of on a whim, I decided to jump on this idea that I had. And now now it's also going to be the piece that's going to be forever attached to this PNGtuber debut. Yeah, sorry if it was a bit difficult to recognize that this was Shantae and that this was risky at first. But once I have all the colors in, it should be easier to recognize. Speaking of which, that is going to be taken care of now. Kind of reminded me of Shantae, but wasn't really sure. Yeah, honestly, the biggest if I were to look at this and not have any, without thinking of Shantae at all, I think the only piece I would recognize is just Risky's big old pirate hat. And the fact that she has longer hair than usual. So how am I? I'm doing a lot. I mentioned this earlier on in the stream, but no matter what you're doing, remember to just take prolonged breaks from now on, from every now and then. Because after deciding to take this week off of work, I'm reminding myself that life is worth living again. Also, can I ask you found the definition of streaking? I had to actually look it up because I never because when I see the word streak, I think like, you know, like say you're on a hot streak at a gambling table or whatever, or you're on a streak of something like doing multiple things in a row. I did not think about I did not think it was the other definition that you were thinking of. The spray paint tool in most drawing apps are pretty funny. I suppose they are pretty comedic. Also very handy, especially for shading. Actually, I don't even use the spray paint tool for shading all that much. I mainly I do the actual full-on shading as just solid lines, and then I get the blur tool, and then I just blur the entire layer most of the time. Then boom, shading. Soft shading, if you will. Was it the definition of running? Yes, yes, indeed it was. Want to make sure we were on the right page, right? And glad that you're well, thank you. So what do I like to do for fun? Well, you're looking at one thing, for sure. Not just sitting down and doing digital artwork, but also streaming as well. I have been on a bit of a hiatus in the past 2 weeks, but with this stream, that hiatus streak has been broken, thankfully. And it's also good to finally make the debut of this guy. Hello, Aura Dragon Lily Chicken Gun. Welcome back. Welcome back in your very, very fancy name. What else do I like to do for fun, though? Admittedly, I do spend a lot of time at the computer on most days. Which means a whole lot of video games as well. Very talented at art, thank you. I've been getting super serious about it since the start of last year, and I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've made so far. And it's cool to see my own personal hand-drawn PNG guy now as well. thank you, and yes, he is supposed to be a spider. Actually, I can bring up a full-on reference drawing of him in just a second. Here we go, this is a pretty good one. I really want to make a joke about risky boots, but I don't know if I should. If I was able to read your mind, then I would tell you whether or not it's okay or not. But either way, this is who this guy's supposed to be. Can you guys speak Arabic? I cannot. I cannot read, speak, or write Arabic, unfortunately. Let's see, when did I draw this again? This was only a couple months ago. This was in April. And holy crud, we're already nearing the end of July. This month has felt super mega long, so not complaining too much. So this is who the PNGtuber guy is supposed to be. And then I also have another piece that I just want to show, just for fun. This, of course, is on that cat shadow meme from a few months back. And somebody else did it with their original character. I knew I had to do it with mine, and then just have fun with it. Just about a certain topic we already... Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, no worries. It is all cool and good, and thank you. Whoops. So I should make my joke about risky boots if you want, but if I deem it kind of a bit too risky, if you would, then maybe it'll be up to me whether I send it to the shadow room or not. A very talented person, that being you, Onyx. Thank you. I can't hold on to all these compliments at once, but I'll try my best. Joke was going to be asking if you think risky boots would go streaking for fun. I mean, I think she would rather get her ship. Whoops. I think she would rather get her poop toot, if you will. I think that was the name of it, the acronym for it, and then just pillage and rob everyone before going ahead and doing that. I feel like that would be she would consider that a better use for time. Than doing that instead. Last resort. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry if I annoy you. Don't think of it like that at all. Because I honestly hardly get annoyed at all. And if I do get annoyed, then I would just simply ignore the person that was annoying me. But because I'm not ignoring you, that means I am not annoyed. spider is my favorite animal? I actually haven't really thought about that much, because if last time I had answered that what's my favorite animal question, I just said horses because horses are cool, even though I haven't really seen that many of them in real life or ridden one. But spiders are very, very neat in their own respect as well, and absolutely gnarly and brutal when you learn exactly how their method of reproduction usually ends. Horses are neat, indeed they are. And now with a certain game that came out recently on Steam and on mobile, more and more people are starting to realize that. That game, of course, being the anime horse girl game, with a name that's kind of difficult to pronounce, and one that I actually kind of forgot off the top of my head. That anime horse girl game, I swear someone was schmonking hardcore drugs when they came up with that idea. Apparently it's been a thing for quite some time now. I don't know exactly how old, but it's been a series for a long time, and people are only just now hearing about it. Because the internet works in mysterious ways, and things just get popular out of nowhere for some reason. I would know. Me being the owner of this channel. Oh, yeah, no, that's it's been its own series for quite some time now, or it just recently came out. I have no idea. I haven't looked too much into it. It's kind of funny though. I do have a friend on Discord who told me that I should play it with him sometime, just because. unpopular opinion, YouTube live streams are better than Twitch's, and there is a good reason behind that. I feel like a lot of people have the exact same sentiment, both out of disdain for Twitch as a platform, and also because it's just outright true. I remember streaming on Twitch a long time ago, except it was mainly just streaming for myself, since not a lot of people showed up. I just want to try it just to see what it was like. And I actually do have archives of those streams on this channel, but they're in an unlisted playlist. One of the many reasons is that you can actually rewind live streams, unlike on Twitch. I'm guessing you mean like save a whole entire archive of them, and then just save them on your YouTube channel. Because on Twitch, if you don't have a backup recording of an entire live stream, then it's just gone. Which is why people have separate VOD channels. But on YouTube, you can just keep everything all in one. Right, cool, awesome, wicked, sick. This is turning out really well so far. I'm surprised that Twitch does not have that basic functionality like it does here on YouTube. It's interesting though how a lot of big names, big players I guess you could say that you should start streaming on YouTube instead of over Twitch, and yet they still do everything they possibly can on Twitch anyway. I think those statements were from some time ago. And I'm pretty sure there's a way now you could stream to both Twitch and YouTube chat, or just YouTube platform at the same time now, which is pretty cool. Alright, in the words of that one guy from that one Joel Havier video, yes, this is good. This is very, very good. And then something about chest-high walls. But let's see, not even an hour and a half yet. So, cool. Cool, awesome, wicked, sick, if you will. Alright, now for the fun part of any piece whatsoever, and that's the shading. I'm gonna do this for a while, and then, don't exactly know when I'm gonna call it, probably just whenever I feel like it. Because I'm not on any specific time restraints today, this time around. Because this is only halfway through my staycation, I guess you could say. you actually caught that for a second. I figured skipping it just because. But yes, that was Animal Jam. Actually, I'll go back to it. We'll listen to it. I downloaded this because, well, nostalgia reasons mostly. But interestingly, a lot of the original soundtrack from this game actually gets copyright struck on YouTube, which kind of sucks. But we're listening to this because, well, it's not like this stream is monetized anyway. I turned that off just so that nobody gets bombarded with ads. time looking up in a while. I got timed out of a server just for using the profane language. I mean, yeah, sounds about right. It is a children's MMO after all. So that would make perfect sense. I don't know what you mean by that. I first started playing that game when I was 8 years old, and then I stopped when I was 13. Hang on. Okay, I did not mean to pull up the whole entire BRB screen. I know I have a BRB thing around here. So yeah, there it is. I should have brought that up instead. So I'll be more mindful of that next time. But not really, Animal Jam not really being a children's MMO. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Maybe not a children's MMO anymore, because nowadays they're just nothing but traders and people who want to trade their ultra mega rare hats and stuff like that, such as the fate of most online economies these days anyway. Ah, crud. Whoops, there we go. I thought I put the BRB away. Oh, oops. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Discord would not qualify as that. But, I mean, it depends on what kind of server you're in, because some servers are more strict than others, of course. Yeah, sorry for the mix-up there. It was a Linux Discord server. Thank you for reminding me that that's something I still need to do, and that's installing Linux on my computer. But that's gonna involve taking all of the storage and stuff like that out and then putting it back in, which is gonna take a while. I suppose the rest of this week would probably be a good time to do that. I don't like it when their users swear, apparently. I mean, swearing and the profanity is kind of not the most professional, I'd say. We got timed out for 24 hours. Oh, I mean, at least you weren't outright banned. Oh, and this happened recently. So, with that, with maybe about a quarter of the shading done here, and with the amount of time that I've been streaming already, thinking this is where we're going to be wrapping it up for the day. Pretty soon. Maybe. It's also a good reminder to just remember to save every 2 seconds in case something happens. Timing. Alrighty, so after literally everything that happened during this stream, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Both the actual drawing itself and also how the PNGtuber is performing as well. And it's definitely making me excited to look into getting a full-on vtuber model in the future as well. So if I keep working on this, I'm probably gonna have it done by the end of the week, and maybe I'll upload it as a post on this channel. I'm not sure yet. And then there's also the prospect of possibly just starting a completely new channel, and then just doing all the art streams and stuff on there instead, and then making this one some kind of archive. But I'll see about making a poll for that before I do it first. But until then, this was definitely good to get back into this. And until next time, I'll see everybody later. Have a very, very good one, and thanks to everyone who stopped by. So, till next time, have a good one. Goodbye.